Hello, my name's David Bannister. I'm the editor of Banking Technology magazine, and I'm here at the Payments International event in London. And with me is Patrick Griffin, who is head of business development at Ripple Labs. Now, Patrick, Ripple and Ripple Labs, the whole blockchain phenomenon, has created a lot of interest with lots of groups of people. This is your first time at Payments International, which is a very professional, traditional show. These are the very kind of people that some of the blockchain aficionados would want to overthrow. What's the reality from Ripple's perspective?
Sure, it's a great question. The reality from our perspective is that we're often grouped in with the companies and innovators that are trying to disrupt industry. We're a Silicon Valley company. The reality is that we take a very different tack to the market. We strive to be enablers in the market. We try to identify the best paths towards working and engaging with industry. I mean, we're talking about an industry that has invested well over $100 billion in the current infrastructure that we have today over the last 2 decades. So working to understand how our technology can complement and coexist with the existing investment is critical for our success.
And in terms of just look at the technology itself just for a second, where is it in terms of its development? Is it a reliable, trusty thing, or is it a sort of more experimental lab thing?
Oh, no, right. So, today we have proofs of concepts all over the world with some of the largest banks and payment networks. And we've really, I think, proven that the technology does work. We've known it for ourselves for several years now. The technology's been under development for about 3 years. And now we are working with large scheme providers to test the technology at tremendous scale, national types of volumes. So we're very confident that the system works. The results are already coming back positive. And we intend to build a technology and service a technology that can provide payments for not just the world we live in today, where you have banks communicating with banks and sending payments between each other, retail users sending payments and transactions between each other, and merchants. But we're thinking about the future where applications are sending payments and paying other applications, where you have programmatic payments, orders of magnitude away from larger than the existing infrastructure we have in place today.
So there's quite an enthusiasm at the adoption level from the big institutions.
That's absolutely correct. I mean, the big institutions use the technology and I think are attracted to the technology for a number of different reasons. It really depends on the type of financial institution. Large financial institutions, I think, are attracted to this idea of being able to send a payment without having to post collateral or reserves to your beneficiary bank. Routing a payment dynamically through an open competitive marketplace of currency traders and FX providers to fund your transactions is a new concept that a lot of large institutions are very attracted to and very excited by.
So the difference between retail and financials, obviously started in the retail space. You're different, just far away.
Okay, great. So right, the technology here is different in that our focus is on wholesale banking, interbank payments. The technology we've developed is designed to accommodate liabilities rather than a new asset class, digital asset class. So as a consequence, your counterparties really matter, and the best counterparties are financial institutions. So the technology here is really best suited for wholesale interbank transactions.
So the elements of trust and the relationships that banks have built up over the years, they still come into play?
That's correct, absolutely. I mean, we again, going back to the first question you asked about how can we leverage, are we a disruptive force, are we an enabling force? This technology and what we're trying to do is very much about enabling incumbents and recognizing where there's value today and where there could be value unlocked going forward in the future.
Okay, that sounds really interesting. Look forward to hearing more.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.